Hello, doers, and welcome back. My name is Jose Ignacio. Today, we're going to build on the basics of access rights by applying them to a real world use case, the accounting team. You're going to learn how to configure user roles and permissions in Odoo to match the responsibilities of accountants, billing clerks, and finance managers while ensuring data security and operational efficiency. We're going to walk through how to configure two common profiles: accountant, which handles both accounts receivable and payable, also expense validation and financial reports. I almost forgot those. And then the second one is billing clerk, which creates and posts invoices, but they don't necessarily access sensitive configurations. This helps ensure that your accounting team can work efficiently and securely with access only to the tools that they need. Before assigning roles, it's important to know how Odoo structures its finance apps. Invoicing is a subset of accounting. If only invoicing is installed, you'll see invoicing roles. If accounting is installed, it replaces and absorbs invoicing. The invoicing app and its access rights disappear and are managed through accounting roles like administrator or read only. This ensures no redundancy in permissions and it keeps your finance configuration streamlined. So, without further ado, let's head in. Okay, so today we're setting up our latest hire, a new accountant named Ebenezer. Our current accountant, Tim, is retiring after many years of service. Good luck, Tim. I hope you enjoy the boat. Retirement is fun. So, first, let's create a profile for a new accountant. So, we're going to open up our settings application, manage users up at the top, and select new. You know this, Dan, so doers. Now, this role is designed for employees handling both customer and vendor invoices, as well as validating expenses and managing accounting documents. So, this particular profile, as I said before, is for our accountant, Ebenezer. Pretty sure that's how you spell it. Maybe one more E. And they are an accountant. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, it's one E. Perfect. All right. Now we're all done with that. What would their email be for this one? We're going to do accounting@test.com. This is fake YouTube. So for this role, I'm going to keep their role right now as member. And that's because our account doesn't need admin rights for the entire database. Now let's assign those necessary permissions. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom. All right. Starting with sales over here. I am actually going to change this from administrator to user all documents. We also have user own documents only, but we're doing user all documents as this allows the user to have access to sales orders just to see what has been invoiced, but prevents them from accessing stuff like reports and more advanced information. On that note, under accounting, they are already set with administrator access, which is pretty much what we want from our head accountant. This grants full access to journals, reconciliation, reporting, basically everything they need. And then let's move on to supply chain. I'm actually going to assign user level rights over here. We're changing it from administrator to user just because this allows them to link bills to POs and to view important vendor documents and that type of thing. So over under productivity, like we have over here, I'm going to add user rights to the documents application. This allows them to access financial folders and documents like bills and receipts. Finally, under human resources, I'm going to add all approver rights to the expenses application. We also have team approver as an option, but ours is going to be all approver. This allows validation of employee submitted expenses. Now, before we finish setup, I'm going to remove any of the other admin rights because Ebenezer won't need them. So let's go on over to projects, blank that out. Appointment, blank it out. What else do we need to get rid of? Sign, blanking it out as well. Employees, you don't need that. Planning, also don't need it all. Okay, it looks like our accountant is ready to go. Now let's create a profile for our billing clerk. Okay, not only did we hire Ebenezer, we also hired a new billing clerk, Bob, since our business is growing and we can hardly keep up with all of the orders and invoices. So I'm going to select new up at the top. Now, their profile, I'm going to set up as a junior staff member who handles invoice entry, but they're not going to have access to reports or accounting journals. Now, this particular profile will be for our billing clerk named Bob. So their name is Bob Billing, and they are billing at test.com. Great, it's fake YouTube. So first up, I'm going to give them user all documents access for the sales application. The other option that we have for that one is user own documents. We're going to do the opposite now from what we saw. And this is just in case they need to have access to sales orders to see what has been invoiced. And speaking of that, next under accounting over here, Bob only needs invoicing access, so we're going to select invoicing over here. This allows him to create invoices, make payments, and view basic reporting, but will prevent access to the more advanced features because we have stuff such as read only, invoicing and banks, bookkeeper, and again, administrator. But ours is invoicing. Now, as far as the rest of these permissions go, these can change depending on the billing clerk's responsibilities. Bob doesn't need to work with vendor bills, so, in that case, if we go over to something such as the purchase app over here, we can just set this one to user, or I mean, in this case, he doesn't need to have access to any of these things. So, why don't we go and remove those right now? Okay, once that we've cleared everything out, looks like Bob is ready to go. Now, let's take a look at these profiles in action. Okay, so right now I am logged in as Ebenezer, and you can always tell by the nice little profile up at the very top right. Makes it easier for us to be able to know whether or not we're in the right area and the right account, in fact. Okay, so now that I'm logged in as Ebenezer, we're going to see how he would handle his work. So, first off, let's process a vendor bill. So, we're going to open up the accounting application. And would you look at that? We're going to select vendors, and then this time around, we're going to select bills, and then new up at the top left. All right, now we can get started. But before I start manually entering the vendor information, I'm going to click on this field that says autocomplete. This lets me create a bill from a purchase order or an older bill. Let's select one of these that we happen to have here. Ah, would you look at that? Remember, I have access to this option because I have those purchase app access rights. Bob unfortunately can't see these POs. As soon as you saw me make my selection, all of the information I need automatically loads. We have our vendor info up at the top, all of the invoice lines down below, and the banking information over here. And the bill is ready to go. See, wasn't that easy? Next up, let's take a look at what Bob, our billing clerk, can do. Okay, so one of the tasks assigned to Bob is creating invoices from sales orders. So let's open up the sales application over here, and then we're going to select to invoice up at the top and orders to invoice. Okay, so from here, these are the sales orders that are currently ready to be invoiced. Let's take a look at one of them. We're going to select this one over here by Deco Addict. So I'm going to click create invoice up at the top, and I have this nice little pop-up. I want to make sure that I am creating a regular invoice over here, not a down payment one. So I'm going to select click create draft over there, almost a smaller doopsie. Then we're going to confirm it. Now while we are here, let's take a second to hop on over to our accounting application. Now, unlike when I was logged in as the accountant, Bob, our billing clerk, doesn't have access to the accounting dashboard. As you can tell, just from the menus up here at the top, Bob only has access to the information he absolutely needs to complete his job and nothing else. If he wants access to the rest, well, might be time to ask for a promotion there because until then, he can direct his questions to the head accountant, just like the rest of us. There you have it. Configuring access rights properly is key to running a secure and efficient accounting department. By setting up roles like accountant and billing clerk, you ensure that team members have the right level of access, no more, no less. Until next time, Odooers, go ahead, grab a snack. I'm doing healthy fruit.